Happy Juneteenth, everyone. This is Siobhan with Ignorant Money Club, and today I'll be shedding some light on the African American retirement crisis. For those of you who were with us last year, you know that we conducted a Black Millennial financial survey. About 110 or so people took this survey, and we really just wanted to get a snapshot of where we all were financially with regards to savings, things we were investing in, things that we needed help with. We also wanted to shed light on the racial wealth gap. For those of you who don't know, it's projected that by 2053, our median net worth of families, African American families, will be zero. Let that sink in for a little bit. Okay, so, but today I want to discuss a very specific question in that survey where we asked about Black millennials' top financial concerns. An alarming 52% of you guys said that you were afraid that you were not going to have enough money saved for what? Retirement. Wow, isn't that like crazy? And then we have like an African American like racial wealth gap, and then we have like the African American like retirement crisis, and we're afraid about retirement. So yeah, so that's in essence what this video is about. In this video and videos to come, just sharing some key points that I've read in articles that expose how systemic a lot of the issues that we were facing are, just to educate us so that we can do better and start investing, hopefully today. But yeah, that's Ignorant Money Club's goal moving forward for the remainder of the year. We want to help at least 100 people set up some type of brokerage account to save money towards their retirement. It doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be hard. We have some easy resources that we use that we'll be discussing on our channel. Please be mindful, we are not financial advisors. We are just sharing some platforms and resources that we use that we find really, really easy. In this video, I'll just be going over one of the articles I've read recently surrounding the African American retirement crisis. So let's dig into it. So the article I will be reviewing today was written by Stacey and Brown in May 2019. It's in the Atlanta Voice, and it's titled, "Despite Dreams of Prosperity, Many African Americans Are Not Financially Ready to Retire." It's a recurring theme in today's video. So let's dig into it. So in essence, AARP conducts or publishes this retirement calculator. Various households take this little survey, and they put in things like their household status and their salary, things that they have retirement. And this little survey is designated to help these retirees determine the amount of money that they'll need to save to meet their retirement goal. So the Black folks take it and they're like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get there when I want to. So I'm gonna just have to keep working to take care of my family. There's no retirement really on the horizon. I don't have anything saved. Anyways, we continue on, and it goes into the troubling disparity in retirement readiness between whites and ourselves, and it's all due to the income and wealth disparities that persist throughout our lives. Things that are systemic, things that we have no control over, things that we were born into, but it's okay because we're about to change script. Something else I highlighted, Caucasians didn't lose as much wealth during the Great Recession and have recovered most of it. They actually pretty much recovered all of it in 2016, and we still have not recovered since then. We are still at the wealth amount that we were at before 2007. No recovery. Meanwhile, African American community is still skeptical when it comes to saving. We're not skeptical when it comes to spending, but we're skeptical when it comes to saving. We really don't understand how money works. It's getting worse by generation, every generation. We're just not understanding how this works. It's getting worse, and we're not doing anything to change it. It's hard for blacks to save money because what are we doing? We're putting our kids through school. We're helping them pay for college. We're buying them homes. We're helping them pay for cars. We're taking care of them when they don't have anywhere else to go and they're living with us. We have nothing saved for ourselves and for our future. According to an American family study, 84% of African Americans believe that the American dream means financial security. That's the American dream for black people, financial security. But we don't have it. 78% believe that the American dream is not living paycheck to paycheck. 70%. That's like 80% of black people just don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, and they think that they'll be living the American dream. And then 77% believe that the American dream is owning a home. Just owning one home, owning it outright. Just owning land, owning a household. They believe that that's the American dream. So some key findings from the AARP survey regarding African Americans. Only 37% of African Americans own wealth building products such as stocks and mutual funds. 37%. That's it. 37% of us are investing in our future and investing in the savings accounts and investing. Only 40% of us are even acting on the things that we're afraid of. 35% believe they are doing a good job of preparing for retirement. That's just unacceptable. 33% have less than 1 month of funds. 33% of black people have less than 1 month of funds saved for a crisis. Less than a month. Look at what we're in now. It's Corona. Less than 25% of African Americans have amassed more than 6 months of emergency savings. Less than 25%. So 75% of African Americans do not have a security savings account with at least 6 months worth of money to help us just live for 6 months without even having to work. Like, Corona came and only 25% of us would have been able to take care of ourselves for 6 months. That's insane. What? We don't have what? And only 33% of black people even had a month's worth. Like, they had 33% people had a month or less. This is not okay. Not okay. We have to try to help ourselves. We have to try to do better. We want to do better. We're hopeful, but we also are afraid to act. And I think, that's what we're trying to help, Black millennials just educate themselves. We don't have all the answers, but we're trying. Thank you for taking that survey. Thank you for pointing out, areas in your financial journey that you're not so certain about. And now we can work together to help remove some of that fear, because we're going to start investing. We're going to start reading. We're going to start learning about our history. We're going to start applying things that we hear, asking questions, learning in the now, so that we don't even have to wait till we're 65 to retire, because we'll already have so much established that we can retire early, enjoy our families, enjoy our lives, and have stuff left over for our future generations to follow. There is a need for greater financial education and discipline within our Black families to be able to achieve this sort of economic success. It's not going to happen overnight. But hopefully with platforms like this and just educating yourselves and reading into this information and just starting now, it takes $1. You don't even have to buy a whole stock these days. You can buy a fraction of a stock. And within our Black community, the biggest financial regret expressed by respondents was that they wish they had started saving and investing sooner. That's how the article ends. I mean, how many times do we have to hear the same story before we take action and do better? It's like the secret sauce is starting now, starting in our 20s, starting in our 30s, figuring it out now. We don't have to wait. We have everything we need. We have resources. We just really have to start. So, Ignorant Money Club, our mission, before the end of the year, by the end of 2020, we would like to help at least 100 Black people set up some type of brokerage account. We have M1, we have Webull, we have Robinhood. They're very super easy to use. It's almost like scrolling down your feed and looking at stuff and reading. There's like synopses about, stock trends and how these various stocks are doing. It's very simple to use. It's not as scary as we think, and it's just a baby step. Just opening an account. Just opening the account and putting a little bit of something in there is one baby step towards your financial freedom and changing the script, changing the dynamic, changing. Let's rewrite history. Let's do better for ourselves. This is so exciting. We have so much potential. We're not letting things slide by. We're speaking up more about our racial disparities and racial issues. But at the same time, we can really work together and help ourselves attain our financial goals. It's not a secret. There's no, we're not gonna hide information from anyone. We need to be helping each other grow and uplift each other. It's not about what we can get out of it or anything like that. It's just about working together. That's what we're here for. That's what we should be doing. It's not about being stingy. There's not about having secrets or anything. If I know something, I want you to know so that you can try it and help me help you, help me. That's what this is all about. So like I said, 100 people, please circulate these videos. Follow us, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Click the links, read, ask questions, and yeah, we'll get through this. I'll be sharing more history as the weeks go by, and we'll be giving you guys updates from our survey that we will be putting out about how many people are opening these brokerage accounts. And yeah, take notes, please read, take notes, learn something every week, every day. We can do this. We can get through this crisis together, and it just starts by step 1, listening, step 2, educating yourself. That's it. It's a wrap.
Ryan Little.